What's good, everybody? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. As you can see, today we're going to take a look at the song called Out of the Body by Pestilence. Yet another supported request by Tendency, so big thanks goes out to him for the continuous support and for requesting these awesome songs. Now we're going to take a look at all of the parts of this song except for the second solo, the fast one, but we will include the first slow solo of this song, all right? Also, we're going to take a look at the riffs, and I'm sure you're going to be able to put all of the structure together. You know, it's just the same riffs, but in a different order. The tabs and the backing track for this song are going to be available at GuitarForce.com for a really low price. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. The links are going to be in the description box down below. Also, if you would like to support this channel, I would appreciate that. And again, all of the links are going to be in the description box down below. Alright, so for the sound, I was using again the VST plugin Guitar Rig, and I'm going to show you the picture of the preset in just a moment. The tuning for this song is going to be D standard, so we have to tune down all the strings one whole step, alright? And while you are checking out the picture of the preset, I'm going to play you my low E string, which is D, and you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright guys, so without further ado, let's take a listen to the first couple of riffs, then we'll come back close up and start the lesson. Let's check it out. Alright, so we're going to start off with the intro riff, which is also being played during the verses, although slightly differently. Starts off with the G sharp power chord, and then we slide down through G to F, go into the open low E string, and on the low E string open we have palm muted, we have a rhythmical figure, which is for the intro part, goes like this, slowly, okay? So when I put both parts together slowly, it would be like this. Okay, now this same riff we play for a few times during the intro, and then for the last time we have. So we slide down to the F, and then we hit the low E power chord and let it ring out. Now, during the verses, we play the same riff, although it's slightly different. So the power chords are exactly the same. But the rhythmical figure on the low E string is slightly different. It goes... So it's like kind of two gallop figures put together. And also, for the ending, we have... before going to the next section, we have other two additional chords which are being played like this. Okay, so we add, after we slide down to the F chord, we go right into the C power chord and we kind of arpeggiate it. And then we slide up to the E flat and do the same. Okay, so all together would be like this. Alright, so this is the riff during the intro part and also during the verses with slight variation, like I said. Then we go into the next riff, the second riff. Now here we have two guitar parts. So the first guitar slowly goes like this. Okay, so here what we're going to do, we're going to be using octaves, starting on the G octave right here on the A string and the G strings at the 10th position. So I'm just going to call position 10th position, so that means you fret on the A string the 10th fret, and accordingly the octave on the 12th fret. So we go from 10th position down 1 fret, then it's followed by a rhythmical figure on the low E string, open palm muted. Okay, so this figure is exactly the same throughout this riff. So we have, then we go down to the E flat octave, which is located on the sixth position, and we go 6 to 5, so down again 1 fret. Again followed by the rhythmical figure, then go back to the again to the G octave, and then in the end we have, so we play 6th position down to 5th, back to 6th, and then up again to the 9th position here. And then the whole riff starts all over again. So slowly it would be like this. Now here is the second guitar part, which is playing primarily the power chords. So it starts off with the E power chord, and we let it ring out. We play this chord for 2.5 bars, so 8 beats altogether. I'm sorry, 10 beats altogether. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Then it's followed by the rhythmical figure, just like on the first guitar. And then we play the first power chord, which is going to be C power chord. So we play it for a whole bar for 4 beats. So all together would be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. After the C chord, we go back to the beginning of the riff. So again, we play the E power chord, let it ring out, again for 2.5 bars, and then again repeating the rhythmical figure. And then for the second time around, we have the E flat power chord. So instead of C, we go to the 6th position right here, and we play this power chord again for 1 whole bar. And we alternate between C and E flat power chords. We play it for 2 times. So that's pretty much the second riff for both guitars, with 2 different guitar parts. Now let's take a listen to the next riff, and then we'll come back and break it down. Alright, so riff number 3, we're going to break it down into 2 parts. The first part goes like this slowly. Alright, so here what we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing single notes, and the first part is kind of staying in F sharp power chord. So it starts off with the A string 4th fret. Then it's followed by a rhythmical figure, just like we did in the previous riff, but it's going to be played on the 2nd fret of the low E string. Okay, so exactly the same thing. Then it's followed by 2 single notes again, 4 to 5 on the A string, again followed by the rhythmical figure. And then we play 4 to 3, 4th fret to the 3rd on the A string, again followed by the rhythmical figure. And then we have a series of pull-offs. So it's going to be on the A string, and we're going to be pulling off to the 3rd fret all of the rest of the notes. So starting with the 4th fret, 4 to 3, pull off. Then we play 5, 3, 6, 3, back to the 4th fret, 4 to 3, and then the last one is going to be 5 to 3. So we have like that. So when I put together all of the parts slowly, it would be like this. Okay, so this is the first part. Now for the second part, what we do is we simply shift down one fret. So we're going to be in F, and we play exactly the same thing rhythmically, just the notes are going to change. So now we're going to be playing third fret to the first, and then so it's going to be exactly the same thing, and the pull-offs of course are going to be from the third fret. All the pull-offs are going to be to the second, and then we go back to the first part of the riff, so it's going to be again in F sharp. So as you can see, we simply alternate these two parts and we play them for 2 times both. Alright, so now let's take a listen to the next 2 riffs. Alright, so riff number 4 goes like this, slowly. Okay, so here both guitars are playing exactly the same thing. So starts off, again we're going to be playing octaves here, and the first one is going to be on the E, so on the 7th fret of the A string and 9th on the G string. So we hit this octave first, then it's followed by palm muted low E string 16th notes. Then we go down to the D octave, so we have here. So it's playing the octave alternating with the low E string palm muted 16th notes as well. And then, so we play it 3 times, and then for the 4th time we slide up to the F octave, so here on the 8th position. And then again it's followed by low E string 16th notes, palm muted. And then in the end we have, so this is the first ending, so from F we go down to D, so to E, and the first time, the first ending is going to be, we're going to shift down to the E flat, so we have like that, and we are playing the riff from the beginning. So all together slowly again it will be like this. And as you can see, for the second time when we play this ending, instead of going down to the sixth position, we're going to be staying on the E, so we play it 2 times. And then we repeat the riff from the start again. So it's exactly the same thing, with the only difference of these E flat and E octaves. Okay, for riff number 5 we have 2 different guitar parts. The first guitar is continuous playing the fast riff, and slowly it would be like this. Okay, so here what we do, we play on the low E string 16th notes, palm muted, open again. It's quite fast, and then in the end we have 3 pull-offs on 3 strings. The frets are going to be exactly the same. So on the A string we have 10, 8, 7, and same on D, same on G. Now alternatively you can take these and play them down here. So on the A string it would be 15, 13, 12. You do the same on A and the same on D string. Just like that. And then in the end, when we play these pull-offs, we only play the first 2 pull-offs. So on the E string and on the A string. Alternatively, you can play it here on the A string and D string. And then we go into the next riff. But the second guitar is playing just some notes ringing out. And we're going to be playing the double stop here, so the 5th. The first one is going to be on the B string 5th fret, high E 7th fret. And we're going to be staying on each double stop for 2 bars. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. After that, we simply shift down 1 fret. So we're going to be B, it's going to be 4 and high E6. So staying on this double stop for 2 beats. Then we go back to the beginning again. And then after that, we move up 1 fret. Then repeat again. So the last time we cut it off a little bit short, so it's going to be for bar and a half, this double stop. Sorry. So this is the second part of this is the second guitar of this riff, and then after that we go into the next riff, which is during the break, and also this riff is being played during the solo. So let's take a listen to the riff with the solo, then we're gonna come back, break down the riff and also the solo. Let's have a listen. Alright, so rhythm guitar during the break is playing this part. So here we start off with this chord. It's kind of what I call them obituary chords, where you play the first 2, the lower E and A strings on the same fret. So starts off with the 6th fret, and then we add the D string on the 8th for the octave. So it starts off with this chord, 6th position, then it's followed by palm muted low E, and then we go up 1 fret, so we have, then it's followed again by a low E string open, palm muted, and then we play. So it's simply playing this chord from the 7th position, sliding up to the 8th and going back to the 7th. And then we go back to the beginning of the riff. So we play this riff for first 2 times, and then for the rest of the solo, when we play during this riff during the solo, there's just a slight addition of the note, a slight variation of this riff, adding 1 note. And it's simply when we play So it's 2 times now on the low E string before we play the slide from the 7th position to the 8th, okay? And that's it. So it's basically the same thing. And like I said, we play this riff until the end of the solo. Now the solo guitar, we're going to break it down into licks. Starts off like this. Alright, so here we have an arpeggio, the E minor arpeggio on the 12th position. So it starts off 12 to 15 on low E, then 14 on A, 14 on D, and then on the 12th fret we have G, B, and high E. And then we go back up. So staying on this note for a little bit, and then we have, so it's on the 10th fret of the low E string, we have 2 consecutive bends, slide bends, and then you can add the whammy bar to dive bomb the note. And then we go into, it's a gradual, first of all, it's around 3rd or 4th fret, you can bend up the string a little bit on the low E string. And also you can help with the whammy bar, pull up on the bar so you raise up the pitch. And then gradually dive bomb it. Then we go into these 2 notes on the G string, so 11th fret go into 12th. Next part. So here we have on the D string, palm muted, 14 to 12 to 14, slides up to 16. Then we have on the G string, 15 to 16, 14 to 15 on B, back to 14. And then last note is going to be on the 15th fret of the G string. So we have. Then the next part. So here we have another arpeggio, starting with the high E string on the 19th fret. And you can play a rake here. So after the 19th fret, we pull off to 15. Then we play 17 on B, 16 on G. Back to 17 on B string, to 19 on high E. So we have. As you play this 19th fret of the high E string, have a slight dive bomb with the whammy bar, and then pull off to 17. Okay, the next lick goes like this. So here we start off again with the rake and playing 19th fret on the B string. Then we play 17, 20, 17 on the high E string. And then we play 20 on B, 20 on G string. After that we have slide from 17 to 19 on the high E string. And then we go down the arpeggio, another one here, E. So after we slide from 17 to 19 on high E, we play 20 on B, 21 on G, 21 on D. And also have a dive bomb here. So all together slowly would be like this. And then the last lick of this, not the last lick, but the last arpeggio is going to be. So here we play 24. Now on this guitar I don't have the 24 fret, I have 22, so I play a bend up to 24th frets. But if you have, you can use the 24th fret here. So 24th fret, then we play 19 on high E, so 24 to 19. And then we go down again the arpeggio, so 20 on B string, 21 on G and the D strings, back up to G string 21, and then we go to the high E string playing 19, 20 on B, then we have 19, 21, 19 on the G string, and the last note you bend it up. So all together slowly would be like this. So you bend up to the 21st fret, and then the last part is going to be so you go to the B string from 15th fret, slide up to the 17th, 17 on high E, back to the B string, pick it 2 times, and then we have a bend on the G string, 14th fret, bring it back down, and then we have 16, 15, 16, 15 on the same string. Add some vibrato, and then the last note is going to be a dive bomb. So staying on the 15th fret on the G string, simply press on the whammy bar to dive bomb it. So this last few licks all together is going to be like this. Alright, so after the solo we have a little rest, and then we go back to riff number 2. And I'm not going to explain the structure of this song. I'm sure you're going to be able to put it all together by yourself. And the riffs are exactly the same as we've looked at earlier. So good luck with that and have fun. Alright guys, so that was it for this lesson. Hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did like the lesson. Also comment, share, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.